All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up because Satan gonna want me bringing this information out. This is a little Dirk uh line. Um, as you can see, I got my stick out, which is a gun. Leaving the bitch house. That's why Jake don't got all these guns on it. Be scary as hell to fight. Quick to shoot somebody. Little Dirk ain't the one who started it, but he's sure the one who keeping it going. They putting him up there like as a top rapper to a certain degree because he getting played the most and being reverenced the most. But that's only because he doing rituals and all that, doing them homosexual acts. These guys be worshiping these niggas and looking up to these guys, and these niggas is fags, man. Or they go both ways. It says, "Tell bro ETA to my side. I could have been part of that Rico. I called Thugger or Young Thug, which he looked like a fucking homosexual too. You know, Jake, y'all know better than I do. If that shit been getting showed and coming out besides the clothes and shit that the niggas wear. Told him every nigga I shot. Right, so Rico case, the Lord used Esau as a sword. The Illuminati be keeping these niggas in line, hence the reason why Young Thug is in jail. If he don't want to sell out anymore, they gonna leave his ass in that motherfucker, or they gonna put his ass to death. But a lot of times it's just be because them not being compliant and the devil having to show them that they really control everything. So now he gotta get back in there and get his ass bent right back over if he want to get out, or do some type of ritual, whatever the case, sacrifice or whatever it is, man. It's totally against the Bible. It said, whenever it's war, you never see main names. You got to get everybody he got, and they just teaching Jake, especially the youth, how to act when they don't even need to act like this. Um, Take off a ski mask, pray on the phone with the Iman to get close to Allah. I did not look up what Iman was. I think it's Imam. Allah, Allah just come from the Hebrew word which means power. They worship an idol, the moon god. With Jake, the what is it? I think seven popes of Rome, seven sages. If I'm not mistaken, the black popes of Rome, Israelites, black men created the religion Islam to keep the Arabs under control. That's why it was established. Allah is a fake god, a fake deity, and a lot of them guys know it. They gotta see these guys at the top be finding out the truth about the gods that they worship, and a lot of these guys have to go up under one of these religions to make themselves seem like normal people when in actuality they worship the devil. You know, that's another thing that they got to do when they become a Mason and get to when they become a Mason. I'll just say that they have to go under a religion to make themselves seem as if they, like normal people, but really they worship the devil. It says, I'm gonna jump. Had to rob a nigga. I know he changed the bag and said it's I don't know what the hell. I think that's a bag of weed. Rob a nigga. Just the lyrics, man. The lyrics. Um, is what's getting Jake and them killed, having them kill each other. What it say? He said, I never blackball none of y'all bitch ass niggas. Them rappers ain't doing no crime. And that's to keep that whole FBG duck situation going. I know exactly what that one is. FBG and the gang and the guy that they deal with versus Lil Durk and the guys that he deal with. They just keeping all the bullshit up, man. And the crackers, these devils and these record labels and the police officers, all of them in cahoots. That's why they letting this stuff go the way it's going. You know, a lot of people then stood up and said something about it, but they can't do nothing about it. This is way over their heads, man. This is the Lord controlling everything. The Lord want people taken out, dirt and being used to help take people out. That's it. It's just that, you know, us brothers, we don't fall for it and get taken out with the madness, you know, and you know, just because that's happening the way it's happening, don't mean we just sit back and let it happen. Put these videos up and help condemn them, and Haratazah, they get eventually get judged. Uh, you know, put the curses up on them because we tired of these niggas, man. They the reason why we still here. It's the precept that actually said for you new brothers that's coming out. It's a precept that actually state that if we would just turn to the Lord. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, I can't find it, but the precept basically states that if Israel would just turn back to the Lord, all of Israel, and repent and cry unto the Lord, then the Lord will turn our captivity in that very second. But since Israel does not want to turn back to the Lord, then you know that's the reason why we still here. So we gotta just continue to deal with these guys and they BS. But I got a couple more precepts. Let me see. All right, this is Proverbs chapter 1 verse 29. Look like we can go further up. Oh, okay. Uh Proverbs chapter 1, verse 25. But ye have set at naught all my counsel, and with none of my reproof. That's the word. Meaning you didn't want to hear the scriptures from the prophets. I will also laugh at your calamity. That's why when a lot of you rappers dying and all you people dying, we laugh at y'all calamity, man, because a lot of times y'all be listening to this rap music. Well, 10 times out of 10. Jake and listen to some type of form of rap music, man. I says, yeah, no. And the church is even wickeder than these guys on the streets. So, it says, I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh through the prophets. When your fear cometh as a desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you. Right. So we got the right. The Lord gonna laugh through us. We're gonna be laughing at you guys. Some brothers gonna be popping bottles because of the death and the calamities and the anguish and distress that come upon you because you copied and you listen to these rappers instead of listening to Yahweh Shema Shah. Verse 28 says, Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. Right, man, because the Lord only going to have us out there, Yahweh way of the elect, going to have us out there for a certain amount of time. Esau going to take these videos down. The Lord going to take us off the streets. Esau has already been taking the videos down, man. It says, verse 29, For that they hated knowledge, the Bible is your knowledge, and did not choose the fear of the Lord. They would none of my counsel. They despised all my reproof. They didn't want to be corrected. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way and be defiled with their own devices. Hence the reason why you wonder why you always get into it with guys and shootouts, being arrested, or whatever the case may be, man, because you listen to these rap music and you want to live and portray yourself to be what they probably not even doing, probably have not ever done. So the Lord gonna have you taken out by it, man. It says, Proverbs 1:31 again. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way and be filled with their own devices. So however y'all living is what's gonna get y'all killed. Y'all gonna die in it. So this is Ezekiel chapter 9, verse 4. It says, And the Lord said unto him, Go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, the Israelites talking to the angels, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. What you see me doing is crying and sighing for all the wickedness that's done in this world, man. That mark is the mark of exemption. How we will elect those of us that's doing this work and put these videos up, edifying the flock. Edifying the flock, being on the highways and byways are the ones that's going to be marked with that mark of exemption. So when all hell really breaks off, when Esau starts sending out his killer robots and doing summary executions and people getting their head chopped off with guillotines, or people getting women, man, child, don't matter which one, getting raped and uh, eaten, beaten to death, like the movie The Purge, when people start to starve to death, like the movie The Road, or even in the case of the movie Mad Max, man, that it was people killing each other, a whole lot of people killing each other, look like something like The Purge a little bit, you know, when all those events started to come into fruition. and uh, other chaos starts to happen, and more storms taking people out, and the government not coming to help because chaos going everywhere. The men of the Lord who did the work, who has the mark of exemption, is going to be the ones protected from it. Um, the Hebrew word right there is thawar, if I'm not mistaken. Thawar. Let me see. Mm, Yeah, the Hebrew word right there is thawar, which means mark of exemption from judgment. Hold on, let me get it. Mark as a sign of exemption from judgment. And Jake and them gonna die of grievous deaths. So the only ones that's gonna be protected is the Lord's elect, man. It's chosen. But it says Ezekiel chapter 9, verse 4, and the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. And to the others he said, in mine hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite, meaning to kill. Let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity upon those who don't have the mark. Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children and women, but come not near any man upon whom is the mark. And begin at my sanctuary, the Israelites. Then they began at the ancient men, the old men, the elders, which were before the house. Right, man. So the Lord's sending the angels around to kill everybody off who not doing what I'm doing, or the apostles doing on down. That's coming in the same spirit that the apostles are pushing out, man. Back in the ancient time, the Lord had Jake and them dish out judgment to our own people when they went off, and that's coming back. And it's still being done today, but it's coming back in um, I guess, even more righteous way. When the kingdom of heaven is to be established, the Lord gonna give this man spiritual power to take vengeance also, man. Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 20. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. Israel was always being used as the Lord weapons of war throughout the history. That's why you got to read the first five books of Moses: Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy. For with thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms. And with thee will I break in pieces the horse and his rider, and with thee will I break in pieces the chariot and his rider. Esau military might take down the nations to reestablish judgment. With thee also will I break in pieces man and woman, and with thee will I break in pieces old and young. So no matter how old you is, man, the angels are going to be doing it. The Lord will give his men spiritual powers to do it, like Goku and the Hulk and the Avengers, or whoever you want, Thor, whoever you want to use that has some type of power to use. Mortal Kombat, all that in one times, man. That's the type of power the Lord gonna give his men to take vengeance upon the people that were disobedient and didn't want to follow off his law, statutes, commandments. The elites know that. You rappers and the witchcraft and stuff that y'all doing and everything, a lot of y'all know that, and that witchcraft not gonna save y'all. All that liberty power that y'all was given, the Lord gonna give it to his men on the righteous hand side to be able to do whatever they want to do and keep it. It ain't gonna be no, well, you can't use it in front of all these people type shit. You don't want them knowing. No, you gonna have it. How about that we have the elect, man? Or starting with the elect. But it says, with thee also will I break in pieces man and woman, and with thee will I break in pieces old and young. And with thee will I break in pieces the young man and the maid, that's the young woman. I will also break in pieces with thee the shepherd and his flock, that's your pastors. And with thee will I break in pieces the husbandman and his yoke of oxen. And with thee will I break in pieces captains and rulers. So that's basically just saying, no matter who you are, you're gonna be broken pieces, man. Kings, captains of armies, pastors, shit, etc. And that's right out the Bible. So you elites and y'all Illuminati and y'all RFID MOTB microchip that's in Revelations, and y'all can shove all that shit up y'all ass, man. You sell out niggas and this rap and shit, y'all can shove that shit up y'all ass. What y'all are already doing with y'all faggot ass. Ain't nothing better than this truth and getting this type of power. This is I'm gonna end it with this. 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 8. It says, "But beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing, that one day is with the Lord as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years is one day." Right, man. So the Lord's time is different than ours. The Lord is not slack concerning his promise, as some men count slackness, but is long suffering to usward, right? Not willing that any should perish, but that all should come to repentance. Right, all of the elect, because only the elect can come to repentance. And those who count slackness is those who left out the truth, man, because they weren't patient. They want long. They want to endure the long suffering. It says, but the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens, this is America, shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Right, man. And why do you think they talk about nuclear missiles all so much now? Because America's gonna be hit by thermonuclear missiles, man. Ain't nobody gonna be able to escape the destruction that's coming to this place. Ain't no bunker gonna save you from the destruction, man. It says, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. Right, so everything over here gonna be burned up. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness? Hence, uh, why I'm putting this video up. You know, other brothers putting the videos up, and you got to be doing this through your daily walk, having this conversation, looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of the Most High. Hence the reason why this year was coined, and all other years were coined, because the apostles was hasting for the day, even though it didn't may have not came that year, or things didn't happen that year. The next year, things happened, and it eventually came. Same thing with this year. It said, looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of the Most High. Hence the reason why so many videos is being put up. Wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat from the nuclear missiles. And the heaven represents America. This is a heaven unto Esau. Verse 13, nevertheless, we according to his promise look for new heavens, right? We want our heaven now, and that's the kingdom of heaven, and a new earth, right, wherein dwelleth righteousness, right? So that's what we can look forward to when all this shit is destroyed. The people that promote it, listen to it, indulge in it, etc. When all y'all are destroyed, your hearts are, we have the elect. And we get to miss all this. When all you motherfuckers is destroyed, the new heavens is gonna be brought in, man. So with that being said, call law, Yahweh Shema Rashai, to honors to the elders and apostles of will, and salutations to the brothers that's doing the truth and sincerity. Shalom.